let's talk about typography and custom fonts. And the default system font for iOS is Helvetica Neue, and that's a font that we've been using in our Udemy app design and a lot of our design in this course. And Apple's been using a somewhat modified version of the Helvetica Neue font. But as far as our design goes, it's perfectly acceptable to use Helvetica Neue. That's the closest rendering we're going to get of that actual font. And we are allowed to use different fonts or custom fonts. And they need to be any TTF, and we've downloaded, and I'm sure you've downloaded a few of those. Those are True Type font. And we can really use any font, but you have to be careful. You have to make sure that it's available. You have to make sure that you can use it for commercial purposes. And there are different fonts out there that you can acquire to use for your application. But as far as licensing, as far as making sure you have a font that can actually be used, be careful. Make sure you do the research. And if you do want to get a custom font to use for your font, a lot of times that's going to accompany a high price tag. So I just want to warn you guys and make sure that y'all are keeping your eyes peeled for licenses for commercial fonts because they're not that readily available. And like I said, securing those fonts can be somewhat expensive. You can go over to My Fonts, which is a great website, if you do want to look at a collection of fonts that can be licensed for mobile applications. And I recommend, going over there to check some out if that's the route you want to go.